A fast prime wide-angle lens isn't something you typically associate with a pocket-friendly mirrorless camera. But with the 16mm f1.4, Sigma have produced something that not only matches its form factor, but that defies what is possible at a budget-friendly price point. Released at the end of 2019 as part of a trio of contemporary lenses from Sigma, the 16mm f1.4 can be found new for around £400. And for that fairly budget price point, you're getting a fantastic quality wide-angle prime lens that in many respects is a vlogger's best friend. Sitting in front of the EOS M's APS-C size sensor, you're getting an effective focal length of around 25mm. So for any selfie style or vlog shooting, it is almost the perfect width for getting everything in frame. It features a fast f1.4 maximum aperture that can stop all the way down to f16. With a minimum focus distance of 25cm and weighing just 405 grams, this lens in many ways is not just great for vloggers, but it could also be the lens that rejuvenates the entire EOS M range of cameras, in a time where the industry focus seems to be pointed elsewhere. But enough of the specs, let's just jump in and look at the good bits of the Sigma EFM 16mm f1.4. First up is the build quality. Now, Sigma's contemporary and art lenses are well known for their really great build quality, and this miniaturized version doesn't let that down. It feels reassuringly weighty in hand and premium to use without actually being too cumbersome for the miniaturized EOS M range of cameras. Optically, it is a supreme choice of lens for the EFM mount. In fact, all three of the lenses that came out from Sigma at the end of 2019 for the EFM mount are the best I've ever used on any EOS M camera. That optical quality combined with the fast aperture gives us so many creative options that we didn't used to have on the EOS M range of cameras that it's genuinely exciting to use. I'd go as far as to say as this lens and its two contemporaries breathe new life back into the EOS M range of cameras and truly bring even the older ones such as the EOS M3 back into relevance for video in 2020. Having a fast, wide and prime lens for video is a great option, and at this quality and price point is just incredible. Although not as cheap as the other two lenses in this range, it is still really competitively priced, especially for existing EOS M users looking to continue or to upgrade their options. Finally, the good points for video is the autofocus, and I was so pleasantly surprised at how quick and how quiet the autofocus motor in this lens is. It's quick enough to keep up the demands of everyday vlogging or run and gun style shooting, while also being nearly silent enough to not be picked up by any on-body or in-body microphones. The only real negatives of this lens become apparent when I start being very critical of it. There is no image stabilization, which for a lens of this quality and a price point really isn't a surprise. It's a compromise that's had to be made to keep the lens as small as it is. But for anyone using any of the older EOS M cameras and shooting in a handheld style, it will become an issue. And beyond the lack of image stabilization is the weight of this lens. It does weigh in at 405 grams, which from a build quality perspective is really nice and reassuring. However, the EOS M range of cameras is extremely light and pocket friendly, and attaching this lens to it will make the camera front heavy. It's not really a negative, just something to bear in mind that this wide angle lens is the heaviest of the trio and is noticeably heavy on your camera. All in all, this is a lens that not only offers incredible value, versatility and quality, it goes beyond its specs by actually offering new life to an almost forgotten range of cameras, and it does so with real elegance and quality. For some more information on this lens, there's some links below, and whilst you're down there, why not consider subscribing to the channel or even signing up to the Filmmakers Club on Patreon. That's been my grab and go review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.